It's finally here, the iPhone 4S. It got released today. In this video, I will be reviewing the iPhone 4S. The model that I bought is a 32GB model. Before we begin, can you guess which phone is the iPhone 4S? I'll give you a couple seconds. Okay, if you guessed the right one, that's wrong. It's actually the left one. How can you tell? There is no top antenna. That's how you can distinguish between the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 4. They look literally the same. You cannot tell the difference. The back of it looks the same. The side of it looks the same. The buttons. The only difference I can tell, this is the AT&T model, is the built-in vibration. I think they changed, if I read on iFixit, they said that they changed it to the same vibration module as in the Verizon phone. So, good choice there. I can definitely feel it in my pocket when it vibrates. So, let's begin. So everything about the iPhone 4S is pretty much the same as the iPhone 4, except for the software. There are some differences, such as Siri. Siri is a new software which can recognize speech, and it can do pretty much almost anything you want. Siri is a huge feature for the iPhone 4S. To activate Siri, you can either place it near your ear, it will activate Siri, or you hold down the home button for a couple seconds and Siri comes up. What's the weather like this weekend?
It doesn't look so nice this weekend.
Make a note for me.
Here's your note.
Schedule an appointment for next Tuesday at 1 p.m.
Okay, I set up your appointment for October 25th, 2011. Are you ready for me to schedule it?
Yes.
I put it on your calendar for October 25th, 2011.
Set the timer for 10 minutes for me.
Your timer is set for 10 minutes.
How much time do I have left?
9 minutes 46 seconds left.
What's the weather like in Arizona?
It's going to be hot and sunny in Phoenix, Arizona today through this Wednesday.
How's the Google stock doing today?
Google went up quite a bit today. $591.68.
How about the Apple stock?
Apple went up significantly today. $422.
What's 39 plus 2 divided by 3 square root?
I found this for you.
When I get home today, can you remind me to take out the garbage?
Here's your reminder for when you get home. Shall I create it?
Yes.
I didn't quite get that.
Yes.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Look this up for me. iPhone 4S reviews.
Checking my sources. Okay, how about a web search for me iPhone 4S reviews?
Yes.
Searching the web for me iPhone 4S reviews.
As you can see, the system is really intelligent. This is probably the best speech recognition ever for a mobile device. Obviously, Google's going to try to catch up to this type of technology, and Apple and Google are going to go back and forth with this awesome technology, and I can't wait for it to be more developed. I mean, as you can see, you can just talk fluidly to it. You need to say certain words or exact words. You can just talk to it as if you're talking to your own personal assistant. Next up, I'm going to talk about the processor in the iPhone 4S. You're looking there to the left. It is running at 800 megahertz, and it is a dual-core processor. It is much, much faster than the iPhone 4. How much faster? Well, let's find out. I pulled up the web browser on each device. Keep in mind, I cleared the history, I cleared the cache, so that we are fresh. The first site we're going to go to is the Wall Street Journal. It is a page notoriously longer to load than other web pages because it's filled with content. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. I mean, look at that. Look how fast that loaded compared with the iPhone 4. And they're both on Wi-Fi connection, by the way. And they're connected to the same exact router. Still, hands down, the iPhone 4S just completely obliterated the iPhone 4. Let's do another one. Let's go to New York Times. Again, look how much faster the iPhone 4S. Sure, it may be a few more seconds faster, but multiply that how many times you surf on your phone, and all those minutes and seconds add up pretty quick. Let's play the video. Both loaded up very quickly, but the iPhone 4S beat it. Okay, let's go to an optimized website. We're going to go to Engadget. Blazing fast here, folks. The iPhone 4S, hands down, is a huge improvement over the iPhone 4. The camera has improved. In this year's model, it is a 8 megapixel camera. Plus, it can record in 1080p. Now, when I took a picture, the picture took up about 3 megabytes. Keep in mind, last year's iPhone 4 model, the picture was about 2 megabytes. So, of course, a little bit more megapixels, the file is going to be a little bit larger. When taking video, I took about a minute of video footage, and it came out to be about 170 megabytes a minute. So if you do the math, if you record for about an hour, it's going to be about 10 gigabytes. In last year's model, the iPhone 4, when you record for 1 minute, it was roughly around 70 megabytes. So as you can see, the higher megapixel, the higher resolution, does come at a price storage-wise, but it's well worth it. The neat part about the camera is you can actually take a picture using the volume button. Let me demonstrate. There's a volume button right there. You need to press that one. Look how fast I can take the picture here. Look at that. They were not kidding about the speed of the video capture. Let's take a look at the options. You can turn the grid on, which helps you frame your subject. Or you can shoot in HDR, just like last year. There is no setting to adjust the megapixel. All right, let's go to the video. And again, there's no setting to adjust whether you want to shoot in 720p or 1080p. It's default to 1080p. You cannot change that. And next up, of course, iOS 5. iOS 5 brings a lot of improvement. The first one is now the notifications have drastically improved. You just kind of flick your finger at the top there, and it pulls down, just like the way you pull down on Android phones. It displays the weather. It displays your calendars, any missed notifications, and here you have a scrolling ticker. And again, it can be easily accessible, just like that. And we just reviewed pretty much the most significant features of the iPhone 4S. So the next question is it worth the upgrade going from iPhone 4 to iPhone 4S? Yes, it is worth it, especially if you like the Siri speech recognition. It has been very convenient today. For example, when I was at the store, I needed to remind myself to actually pay one of my bills, and it did it without me having to enter anything in. Sure, I would have entered it in manually, regardless if I had Siri or not, but Siri saved me a lot of time. So if you're thinking about getting an iPhone 4S, I highly recommend it. Not only that, but it still has the same form factor, that nice glass back, the glass front. You get the nice metal bezel around the device. All in all, it is a worthy upgrade, and it is worth every penny. From 0 to 10, I give it an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching, everybody.